recorded now. It's whatever. I'm just gonna edit it anyways.
That sounds like the feds.
I know, right? Isn't that creepy as shit? It's just like, wait a minute, who's following?
You're now being recorded.
This message will self-destruct in 5.
So you're now being recorded. So watch what you fucking say.
You hear me now?
There we go. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, you?
All right, cool. Well, first off, man, let me just say too, congrats on 1,000 on YouTube, man. That's huge.
thanks.
Good for you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I mean, it was like 9 months. So, but I mean, it's quicker than a lot of people. So,
Little
I mean,
baby right there. That's a
yeah.
pregnancy, dude. That's a
Yeah.
nice little commitment you got to make to it, man. I still remember when you were like, kind of starting off. I think it was like episode 12 or some shit. You did like Keith Knight. And I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool show. I was like, all right, I see what he's going for here, and man, you've been blowing up, dude. You've been killing it, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's more about who you know kind of deal. But yeah.
For sure. Well, you know what it is too, especially as of late, it seems like you've kind of found your own little nook and cranny with the Anarchist Handbook series that you got going.
Yeah.
Love that idea. I mean, it's one of my favorite books. Read the whole thing already. And yeah, dude, I was listening to your list today that you're reading off all the people that you're trying to get on and who you're trying to do with it. And I'm excited, man. It's a good little series you're putting together.
Yeah, no, I mean, the biggest hurdle is probably gonna be the fucking commies. I just don't even know. The only person who really came to mind is kind of base is Sky Daddy, but I just watched her episode with Clint, and I don't think she's like stupid at all. I just think I get the vibe she doesn't like read theory. So I'm like, fuck, like I need someone who's based who also reads theory. So like, because I don't want some commie that I'm gonna say faggot and they're gonna get like upset. You know?
Well, that's the other thing is you got to vibe with the person too. I'm sure we can go find a fucking fan page for all of these authors and shit, but they're all a bunch of dorks. I'm sure,
Oh yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It's hard, and it's like I could just have Magnus do every single one, but it's like that's just not fun. You know what I mean? It is fun, but it's like. Fuck.
Yeah, well, I like the idea. You know what? I say stick to it, man. I'm sure someone will come your way, and then once you start doing this more, word will get out, and you'll be like, "Oh, dude, you gotta get this perfect person on," and it'll kind of come to you. But good shit, man. Love what you're doing there.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I got for you, we've all played Marry, Fuck, Kill, classic game. I'm sure you played it when you were a kid at sleepovers and stuff like that. I got my own little version of it, and it is the non-aggression principle version. So I'm going to give you 3 names and you're going to decide who you want to assault, who you want to rob, and who you want to murder.
All
right, here we go. So the 3 people are Anarcho Toad, Fat Dave.
I saw this coming, yeah.
And Nick Ashley. Yep. It's like,
all right. Okay, so Rob, I mean, that's clearly going to be who do I feel is the most wealthy.
It's a good approach.
I mean, fucking... this isn't really even like doxing. Fat Dave is an engineer. He said that multiple times.
Yeah.
But I also feel like he's kind of younger. I think he's like 25, 26ish. So I feel like he can't be too far in his career. He's gonna be starting out. I don't feel like he could be like too up there money wise. Don't get me wrong. Like he's probably makes decent money, but I don't think he's rolling.
Hey, young guys spend that shit recklessly, dude.
Exactly. That too. Yeah. That as well. Whereas Toad is like, I don't know exactly how old he is, but I think he's like mid 30s ish. And he's like, I don't know exactly what it is for work, but some tech shit, but he's been a single guy for like ever. And so like, I have a feeling he's got a good amount of money on him. So I'm going to have to go with fucking steal from him just because he's the one where the money's at.
Good choice.
You know?
He's got a nice setup in his room there. I don't know too much about him. I'm like, it's a nice gaming chair. You look like you got some official computer shit.
I mean, it's hard though, because at the same time, they're not like kill.
Right. That's the thing. Rob is almost like the guilt-free one because you don't have to hurt them. You're like, I'll just steal from you. So now it's about like
kill and murder. I guess kill. Fuck, this is hard because a lot of people don't realize this, but Nick actually has like a background in like martial arts. I don't know.
Oh shit.
He's mentioned it before. We've talked in the group chat and stuff. I don't know exactly how much, but so like that dude, like he very well could take me for a ride. I don't fucking know. So like. But at the same time, I guess I would rather assault him than murder him, just because it's like just an assault. I feel like I might be able to get away, and like if I'm trying to kill him, he's fighting for his life. You never know.
You're coming out with some damage too. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I feel like I could take Fat Dave a little bit better. So I guess I'd have to assault Nick, but just because of the fact that I wouldn't want to try and murder him because that's gonna put him on a different level for attacking. So like I don't know if I want that. But it's so hard because it's like I know it sounds shitty, but I would just like I really want to do. I want to do all 3 of these for Toad, just because he's like the rich one and the one I could feel like easiestly or the most easy beat the shit out of or kill. I know he's gonna watch this, like, what the fuck, dude? But I mean, it's true. I'm sorry.
That is a good answer. Toad for all three. Toad,
Yeah.
sorry, you're gonna get robbed, beat up, and killed all in one shot.
Yeah. Because I mean, I know Nick's like a mechanic. So I mean, he probably makes decent money, but he's not rolling the dough either. So I mean, I definitely don't steal from him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If he had money, he'd be the one I stole from. Because just like he's the one who throws a loop in this whole fucking this thought process, just because he's actually he doesn't look like he could scrap, but I mean he you know that's what it is. I think he did like jiu-jitsu and shit. That's jiu-jitsu is one of those things when you get in martial arts, a lot of people, anyone who's been in martial arts, they start having more respect for people. That's why some like fighters are some of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Because I did a little bit of martial arts, not like a ton. I wrestled, I did jiu-jitsu. I mean, actually I've done like a ton, but I've only done like a ton and like little amounts. Oh. So like I've did like Aikido, I've done judo, I've done boxing, I've done jiu-jitsu, but I never done for like any super long period of time. I did like boxing for like 6 months, Aikido for like 6 months. Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, it's like, you know, like once a week or twice a week for whenever, you know what I mean? But yeah, you learn real quick that like the people that you find at the fucking at the gym or whatever that like will fuck you up like when you're like rolling or whatever, but not always the guys you'd see in the street and be like, that guy could fuck me up. So you learn real quick to be a little humble because like, I mean,
you don't need to prove it as much.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It's like the whole bark or bite thing. You know what I mean? If you don't have a good bite, you better have a good bark. You know, otherwise people are gonna fuck with you. Yeah, no, I mean, I admittedly focus more on the bark. I mean, not bark. I mean, I like to have because I'm like 5'5", 220. And like mostly muscle, so like I mean I kind of have like a bulky dad bod, so I do have like, and don't get me wrong, I do have some martial arts to back it up. So, like if I ever got into a fight, but most of this stuff is just built for show. Like, and don't get me wrong, I am strong, but like with my build, I mean I can lift heavy things for a few reps, you know, really well. But like so far as a fight, I'd get gassed pretty quick. So like, I mean I'm more just for show. I mean people look at me and go, I don't want to fuck with him. And you know, that's what I prefer, but I like to have a little bit to back up on just in case someone's stupid enough to try. I'm picturing you just fighting somebody and your only moves is just pick them up. Like, I don't know what else to do. I just no, I'd probably go to the ground because I did like a few years of wrestling, so that's where I'm good at. Nice. So first move is get them on the ground. Let's start wrestling down there. Yep. There you go. There you go. All right. Well, very cool. All right. So the answer is Toad for all three. Sorry, Toad. Toad for all three. Yeah. I mean, honest answer though is, like I said, is Toad for steal, just because fact he has money. Nick for assault, just because it's I wouldn't want to try to murder him because then he's gonna really try to fuck me up. And then Fat Dave for kill, just because he just seems like I could kill him. Oh, Fat Dave, sorry, bro, you're killable, man. Stop being less killable. Yeah. Fat Dave's skinny fat. Fair enough. Yeah, that's an easy kill. When is the last time that you have seen somebody have their nap violated? You know, maybe it was a fight you saw or somebody robbed from them, or maybe it's something crazy the government does that you would consider a violation of the nap. When's the last time something like that happened to you? When I was in high school, there was I went out partying and drinking with some of the homies, and there was this one dude that I never really liked much. He was like taking like upskirt photos of this chick, and I kept stopping him. So for me, that's a nap violation. We ended up getting in a fight by the end of the night. Funny enough, this is my actual only ever real fight. I've never I actually I went through a bad streak as a kid where I actually legit trying to I say kid, but it was like probably like 16 to like 19 range, where I was like going through shit. I would try to fight people and stuff back in the day, but no one would ever fight me because I guess I had a similar build then. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I mean, I feel weird. What is happening? Just somebody, please fight me, please. Yeah, I got all these emotions to get out. Yeah, I mean, I think it's because I was kind of sort of imposing looking, and also a lot of people knew that I did like wrestle and martial arts and stuff. So no one ever wanted to fuck with me. I would try to fight people, and they would always just run away. But Let me put it this way. If we played assault, rob, murder, and you were one of the choices, nobody would say assault you. I mean, that way. Yeah. Like, I'll opt out of that one. But yeah, no, we ended up getting a fight because I got really drunk. He kind of like ticked me off at the beginning of the night doing that. So I would consider that probably a nap violation. Yeah, I guess. Sure. I mean, I guess technically you didn't aggress. So sure you said it like you stopped him multiple times. So like, what did you like be like, hey man, like what did the progression? What was it like a warning? It was like, hey man. And then by the end of the night, I got like super drunk, and he was still like one of those things on my head. And I don't remember, he did something that set me off. I was legit like blackout drunk to the point where like I couldn't borderline couldn't stand up. Yeah. And I don't remember why I clocked him in the fucking jaw. Woo.
And then he fell over, and then he got up, and he had like recently, like not recently, but he had like a broken hand that was healing. So he was like out of the cast, but you could kind of see. And I like legit, I don't know how I was coherent enough when I was this drunk. I like double jabbed him right in that fucking hand.
Oh!
And he went. So that was debatably a NAP violation. If I can remember exactly the sequence of events, I don't know. I mean, that would be a good who broke what. But I mean, he had been under my nerves, on my nerves all day or all night. So he's finally got enough.
Oh, dude, that is hilarious. Just smashing his fucking cast up.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Well, he didn't have a cast. He just came out of the cast.
Or just came out of it.
He had some shit on. Like, I don't know if you could see like the scars or what. But I just remember you could tell. And I just like, I mean, me
Perfect
being
target.
drunk. Yeah, me being drunk and fucking a little bit savage. I was just like, fuck you. And just boom, boom. And he went down crying.
Oh, he started crying?
I don't know if he was crying. I mean,
Might as
like
well.
I said, most of this is like retold. It's like literally like
you were blacked out, so a friend told you, and then you're like,
yeah,
oh,
and even then I kind of remember glimpses of it, so you kind of piece it together the next day. So, but yeah, no, that was so I considered him have broken the NAP, and I think he did some fucked up shit to me too while I was like drunk. So like I think that's what finally got me to like fucking clock him, because I was like that like level of drunk where I was borderline alcohol poisoning, where I was like laying on the floor and couldn't get up, but somehow I mustered up enough energy to fuck him up real quick.
His chivalry did not get intoxicated. Yeah. That was
my friend said that like after I threw that double jab that I literally just passed right back out.
He's at home telling his friends, "Yeah, knock some dude out."
Yeah.
Apparently,
apparently, whenever he came to and got over, he tried to like get on me and put me in a rear naked, and I was just like basically asleep, and they had to pull him off because like, dude, he's out.
Oh, whoa.
So I was out. So I mean, that was like
you had like. You had 2 more seconds of consciousness. You're like, I'm gonna use this 2 seconds. And
exactly. That's basically what it was. Yeah.
Oh
no,
my
god,
it's
funny. So I don't even know if you could really consider that winning, because like I kind of then passed out, and then I don't know. That was like I guess a draw.
That was a voluntary pass out. Yeah. He did not make you pass out. You chose to pass out. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, then let me ask you this: how far do you think you could have took that and still felt justified? Like, where do you think the line gets drawn on somebody who walks into a party? And let's make it the most egregious form. He's literally walking up behind girls, taking pictures of their snatches, like literally just the most fucked up shit you can possibly do, posting it on the internet right there to thousands of people. You know, like at that point, then it's like, what is allowable? Like, you know, or where do you hit the point where it's like, oh no, that's not okay.
We're going deep theory. We're talking proportional. Like, what's proportional? I don't know. I mean, obviously, like technically in this situation, nothing was really lost. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like, have him take a picture of his dick and send it? Like, I don't know. Like, it's libertarian theory doesn't really apply here. I don't know. Like,
yeah, that would have been fair, right? Send your own picture back. Okay, now it's good. Yeah. Libertarians are all calm, right?
I know they're usually focused on restitution when it comes to criminal justice. There's not really anything to be repaired. I don't know. I mean, I feel like fair enough. Thrashing is good enough.
Well, I just mean like in your own terms. I'm not even saying like, what do you think is what Rothbard would have said or anything like that.
Yeah,
I just mean like,
silly.
If you were to say like, if you saw someone else do it, where would be the point where you'd be like, oh, dude, that wasn't cool to do that? First off, I think everything you did was totally fine. So don't get it confused. But you know, is there a step where you think that it's like, oh, if I sat there and I don't know, literally hit him in the head 100 times until he was unconscious, like, would that be okay? You know?
No, I mean, I don't know, something like that with like that. I mean, it was like, I feel like I did just enough. The hand thing might even have actually been overdoing a little bit, but that was just me being sadistic and drunk. So like, I don't know. That was like right in the line. I feel like just a quick little interaction like that's probably enough. I don't know. Like if I had gotten the upper hand and started like really beating the shit out of him, then it would have been one thing. But yeah, so
I know baseball bat. Put your phone away.
And even then, it was probably debatable. I wish I could remember because there was totally other shit that happened. But just based on that, I actually may have been technically in the wrong if it was just that. So I don't know.
That's fair to say. Well,
it's like
I figured he did something probably a little bit physical if you confronted him about it. You know?
He did something. I just can't remember. This is shit from like over a decade ago, but it always stuck in my head because I just thought it was so funny.
That's a crazy story. Is there ever a time where somebody had directly violated the NAP on you, where you got aggressed upon, and maybe the form of a fight or something stole somebody from you? Maybe somebody hit you with a car, somebody got a car accident, or you know, maybe it's the government trying to fuck you over in some way, and you felt like that technically was a violation of the NAP.
I can't think of anything. I mean, the taxes are a bitch. So like, you know.
Fair enough. Taxes, you fucking aggressors.
Like let's say assuming I was, you know, involved in counter economics, and I let's just say assuming, you know, like it is really annoying. You have to like make sure you don't put too much money in the bank account. That way, you know, they contact the IRS, you know, stuff like that. You know, just I feel like that's an aggression. So
I would agree with that. Hell yeah. But you know, good thing that doesn't happen to either one of us.
Yeah.
When is a time where you have violated the NAP on somebody else?
Oh, I have a good one for this.
I'm excited.
This was my senior year. I was a lot of I don't feel like people look at me and see this, but I was like, my sport was soccer. I was really good at soccer.
Oh wow.
I don't remember if I was like all county or all state, but I was one of those my senior year. I played
What position?
I was mostly center D, but ironically, my junior year, I was the second highest scorer on the team, even as center D, because they sucked. But like, but anyways, yeah, no, that was my sport. I was really fucking good at it. I wasn't always this bulky. I was a lot faster, but even then, I was still pretty big. For 5'5", I was like 170-ish, but so it's like 50 pounds ago, but it's still pretty heavy for 5'5" and being like someone running around. But yeah, I know I was really in shape. I don't know what to say. But anyways, it was my senior year, my last fucking game. I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of a drug problem at that time. Because I got really I had a period around that time where I had issues with pills. And funny enough, it wasn't like I started just to be like, let's get high. I started because of sports. And like, because pills are actually, I mean, not that I'd say they're like an enhancer, but like say like opiates, like I would use them for, you know, football, wrestling, soccer, which those are the sports I played. But for like, say for example, soccer, you know, you do a pill, it'll like, it kind of gives you a little bit of energy at the beginning. And then once you start kind of coming down off that high around the second half, you get aggressive, which if you harness that energy, it could be pretty, you can make it useful. And this was the last game in my senior year. We were losing. So it was like, so it was kind of like, fuck it. It's my senior year. It was the last game. Like, I didn't give a shit. And there had been one guy who had just been like shitty the whole game. Like he'd done some like kind of, I wish I could remember what all he'd done, but he'd done some like dirty stuff. Like
taking pictures up girls' skirts. Probably.
Nah, I mean, more like just kind of clearly was like fouling me and shit. And just like, you know, kind of being a dick. Mm-hmm. And like, so I just one time, completely unprovoked. And because I mean, I was fucking just like gone off the sauce, you know what I mean? Like, and like the ball was up ahead because I was defense. So it wasn't like near me, it was up in play. And I legit just like football speared him, like perfect, like water boy, like into his fucking stand.
You just tackled him?
Well, it was more like a spear. I mean, technically a tackle, but it was like literally like a perfect textbook football tackle. And like, I mean, I didn't like put him like literally in the stands, but he was like feet away from the stands. So it was so. Like,
shit!
I didn't intentionally do it that way, but I was just like, "Fuck this guy," and I just like keep it pissing me off. I needed a target to take my anger out on, and I just like it was literally feet away from his team's like not team, but his like crowd's fucking bleachers or whatever. And I just remember like getting up and just kind of standing up and be like, "What, bitch?" And just and like. And the fucking the whole I remember his whole like crowd was just like, what the fuck? I remember them like yelling at the ref and just be like, by that time I was gone, walked off, and the ref's just kind of like the ball's on the other side of the field. So he's like, oh, I didn't see
you didn't
shit.
even call it?
No. You didn't see it. It was nowhere near the ball.
It was so random that even the refs were like, what? Back there?
Yeah, exactly. And the ball was way out of play, like way on the other side of the field, like completely like, you know, we were nowhere near the plays. But he had been, I mean, in my defense, he had been doing some really, I don't remember the details because it was forever ago, but I just do remember like, yeah, I mean, I definitely overdid it, but like to some extent he was asking for it.
Oh my God, dude, that is fucking awesome. That is so good that you got away with it too. And you're just like, yep, what up?
Yeah, you fucked around and found out, you know?
Oh my God, big time. Wow. So then did you have to finish the rest of the game while still playing with him?
Yeah, I remember like there was a really weird drive. Like my mother, like I remember when she picked me up like later, it was a very weird drive. She didn't mention it, but there was just like this quiet, like like she knew, but it's like, how do you address this? She never said a word to me about it, but it was a very quiet drive home.
Wow. That I don't think I've ever seen somebody spear somebody in soccer. That must have been a sight to see, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
How ballsy of you two to be on their side and then stand up and be like, "What up, bitch?" Just
I was
fucking
so
trot
fucked up.
Oh my god, that is fucking hilarious.
We got an opiate problem in this country.
Ooh. Oh man. Glad we're no longer spearing people or taking opiates on the reg anymore. That's good. I'm sure.
I'm not gonna lie,
maybe.
it felt good.
Sure. Dude, that's gotta feel good to just tell that story, dude. Just be like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. I mean, I was in the wrong, but fuck that dude.
Oh man, Nap violated. There we go. Yeah, this is a good time, man. Glad you could come on. For those that don't know what it is you do, why don't you go ahead and fill everybody in so they can go check your stuff out?
I have the No Way Jose YouTube or podcast. I am on YouTube. I'm on all the major podcatchers as well. I don't really have any major announcements right now, but yeah, that's where I'm at, where you can find me. If you like to hit me up, if you want to follow me on Twitter at Gally San Jose, I try to drop notifications again, but I do a lot of shit. Literally, my daughter asked me the other day, like, "Dad, how many jobs do you have?" And I was like, "A minute, 4."
Shit.
I mean, like, obviously, I'm full time. I was counting podcasting as one because technically I'm making money now.
That is one.
Very minuscule, but it's something. So I'm like, I got a lot of hustles going on all at once. So it's
9 months, man. You're 9 months in. You got so much time to go, dude. Another 9 months, it's gonna be insane, dude.
We'll see. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's where you can find me at Gallison Jose. I try to do updates when I can, but I'm pretty bad about keeping up with that. Although I somehow managed to find time to shit post and stuff, even though it's like I should be dropping like promos and stuff, but it's like, you know what I mean? I'm always busy when that comes up, but I can find moments to be like, I'm gonna fuck with this dude. But yeah, that's me. So
all right, very good.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, man. It was fun. I had a good time.
Oh yeah, me too, man. This is a ton of fun. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at NAPtime Memes. Also, check out NAPtimeMemes.com for pillows, blankets, t-shirts, all kinds of gear to take a nap in. Thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here next week.